listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. Welcome back. Wait, what?
Welcome.
Welcome. I was going to sing. Swelcome.
Welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Spoon. Yeah. I have to adjust myself because I noticed in the playback, I'm just belly.
Well,
I usually like...
That's why you got to sit on the pillow.
I am. This is the pillow.
Oh.
I need to bring a bigger pillow for myself.
I thought you were going to say I have to get up and go to the bathroom.
No. I should bring a my pillow and just sit on it.
Oh my God.
And just fart
the
entire time.
Do you know about My Pillow? The association with
Yeah, I did a lot of meth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy.
The meth connection.
That's
for
the guy.
Sure.
Anybody? I did so much meth that he was like, "Oh man, I have a better idea for pillows." Like I'm not getting much sleep, dude. It's the meth in the crack. It's not the pillow. You have but yeah, he turned it into a big laughing stock. So thank you.
Yeah. Stock.
A stock. Yeah. Stock plummeted.
What's going on? Do I have like a something about Mary vibe right now? I'm not sure if I should fix it or not.
Wait, turn your head. No, what do you mean? Like a clump
I don't know. It's just sort of dried like this, and then I just was like, I'm just going to leave it. If you're listening and not watching, it's turning your head again. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, thanks, Alex. Make sure to get that.
Yeah,
it's like a little wave.
Well, I see the wave. The wave looks nice. It has like a little bit of like a pomp.
A pomp, okay.
Or I almost said a troubadour.
Yeah.
A pompadour.
Pomp and
Yeah, and then no, you look good. And then you have that little translucent, the opaque potato chip on your forehead.
Oh my God, I forgot to take it off. Thank you very much. I wear these. It's a medical grade silicone. Thank you, my God. Thank you so much. It look like I'm peeling.
Well, I just figured you were doing it because this is who you are, and this is skincare, and you know what? This is such a good product I can barely feel it. And they're going to be selling like hotcakes.
I don't even sell it. That's the fun part.
Yeah, we should just sell hotcakes.
Yeah.
Everybody's always selling like hotcakes. No one just sells hotcakes.
Yeah.
Just sell pancakes.
I put that on, by the way, because I was watching a movie that was making me cry before you came back.
It was...
Yeah, and I was like, oh, fuck, I got to put this on so I don't have like a big wrinkle in my forehead. Because when I cry, I don't know about you, but like I get like the big like crying.
Yeah, but you look cute when you cry.
I love that I met you with that on though, and I thought it was totally normal because we live in LA and nothing is weird here. So
yeah,
thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
I know no one told me until after I was on camera. Who told me? You or Alex?
I told you.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think Alex. Well, you turned your head and it looked really cool because it was a nice profile.
How's my forehead look though? Can you get a close up on my forehead with the wrinkle?
It looks like a.
You do see a wrinkle?
No, he does not.
Good.
No.
Okay, good.
Very
Let me
nice.
see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're
That's
good. That's
It's
good.
pretty flat.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn you on to like a new thing.
Ooh,
It's cheap. It's like you can get the silicone patches that people are selling. They're very expensive. You just buy your own surgical silicone tape. They don't make enough big for your chest so that you can sleep and not
Big
get, like, the lines.
silicone does not want you to know about this.
That's right.
Yeah, big fartma.
Big fartma.
I had to just say something. I don't know, but I think it's really cool though because it's like. It's I have a word. I have to say certain words every minute.
Would you have to say certain words every minute?
That doesn't make any sense. But I like it. It's like very, very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they couldn't even tell that you had anything there before, or you were crying earlier.
No,
not at all. You look like a baby's butt as a forehead.
Yeah,
like you had like two little babies' butts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, look great. Oh, I have something in my mouth.
What do you have? Ew.
There's like a piece of fuzz from the pajama.
I was gonna say because that's not me, right?
No.
Oh, and
your belly button lint.
Yeah, that's correct. Oh,
Yeah.
By the way, I'm Nikki Davis Jr.
What's your name?
I'm Nikki Davis Jr.
Okay.
Licensed comedian, stand-up esthetician.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing skincare for 25 years. I'm not a doctor. The only license I have is in skincare, and this is for entertainment purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
You're
not a doctor, are you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't finish that
Good.
part of my life.
Well, you're here.
I didn't start it either.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing lost, nothing gained. Right where you were.
Exactly.
Not in debt from student loans, so that's cool.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
With me, as usual, is Sandro Yocolano.
Mm-hmm. I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been doing Nikki for 12 years.
Thank you for telling them that. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm licensed.
Yeah.
In the state of Nevada.
In the state of Nevada.
But not in California. So
Yeah.
I don't have documents.
I'm going to call state board.
Well, I'm bored with the state. So boom. That's it. The jokes are terrible. I say boom at the end.
You need some more weed, babe.
What's that? Yeah, I do.
You did,
I think on every one of them, like, right, guys? One of these days, the cameras are going to like turn to me and just go, just blink and then put their lens on their face.
Sandra's scanning the room for laughs. That there's no one here except for the guest, me, and Alex in the other room, and a couple of dogs. Sometimes
a dog gives me a little bit of a chuckle.
Yeah. Very generous.
It's
not him. Okay.
You're passing gas again? Right.
Well, see what else. Your hair looks good today. I wanted to mention that. Did you put the stuff in it for the Guido thing today?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. What it is I think it's moist enough because like with the air or whatever, I washed it and then I put that like mask that puts some moisture on it.
Oh, okay.
And then I just kind of scrunched it. So it actually folds the gray hair into itself.
I was going to say, I don't see much of the gray. Well, you look good, babe.
Thanks. I've been trying to fool people my entire life.
It's been working.
No, but I feel good. I really don't look in the mirror anymore. There's so many times I leave the house, like doing deliveries or whatever, and I'll walk out and my hair's like this. I have a giant, it looks like it's complete like this, and all the hair's like...
I thought you knew.
No, I don't know. And I just walk in, and I think maybe people are like, wow, that guy's really confident. And it's like, I just ignorant.
Or just really poor.
Just really poor. That's either one's cool.
Whatever gets you the most tips.
Yeah. I think people talk to me less if that's the situation, you know?
Oh,
I'd engage in less small talk.
Yeah.
What are you delivering?
Food, errands, people. I'm delivering spirituality to a lot of people in the form of tacos gavilan and from Bossa Nova, you know, just regular places. I don't actually work for any company. I just show up and just randomly pick up food from places that are ordered, and I just hand them out.
You can make a guess.
I hand them out. It costs me tons of money in gas and electricity, and but it passes the time, and I'm going to be evicted from my apartment soon.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, but I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
We're not putting that out there.
Not putting that universe. No, not even jokingly.
Or the multiverse or any of the verses. Yeah,
any of the verses.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was like the verse. It's like a song. It's like,
oh yeah.
There, you know, this is like the universe. Just as the one verse. It's like we're playing the same chorus over and over again. Wow.
Take it to the bridge.
Take it to the bridge.
I was listening to that in the shower. Anyways, that's beside. No points.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we covered all the topics we needed to talk about tonight.
Anyways, well, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about we bring the guest out?
Yeah. I'm excited.
Let's take a breath because I feel both of us like I haven't had enough weed. Maybe you've had too much. I haven't had any. So
I think
we're just excited.
I'm excited, but also the thing is that like, here's the thing. So I'm on meds, right? I'm looking at the cameras. There's no cameras here. But I'm on meds. But at the same time, like every once in a while, I feel like I'll get like almost like a little bit of like anxiety. But it's not anxiety. It's like kind of excitement. So I start talking faster.
Yeah.
But I don't feel, that's what it is. No, I'm sorry. I don't feel the anxiety. I don't feel anything physical of like rapid, you know, whatever. I feel good. I just happen to notice that I'm talking faster.
That's called mania.
It's mania?
I don't know. Isn't it?
It
like
probably is.
Yeah. It's Wellbutrin, so it might be a little bit of mania.
You know, they used to call it good Butrin until they were like, no, it's actually well.
Quiet.
All right.
Grammar joke. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's, can we just edit out the
whole
the previous 10 minutes?
Yeah. All right, so let's bring out our guest.
Okay.
I'm going to start by saying that this was a recommendation, and she always comes through for me by Tammy Jo, Tammy Davis Jr.
Tammy Davis Jr. Yeah.
And she said this girl is super funny. You're gonna love her. And I've never we've brought a lot of guests in here who we don't even know, and it always goes well. So
Tammy Jo's got a good sense, and Tammy Jo, one of the things I like about her is that nothing is sacred in the sense of like, if it's funny, you're funny, you do it. And she's just herself. And I love her for that so much.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's the best. So her recs are very high.
Well, this particular guest, you have written down a few different things.
Let's do this. So, okay. She is, well, first of all, she has is it a monthly show or is it,
weekly.
Weekly. Oh, wow. She has a weekly show called The Iron Pony at The Iron Pony. Was it called The Iron Pony?
It's called The Iron Pony. Yeah.
Do we have anybody doing credits? It's just me.
It right? How about we just get it right?
There's a show called The Iron Pony. It's a motorcycle adventure show.
That sounds cool.
Which, here's the thing. I didn't ask any questions when she said that, and I want to know what it is because it's just like a motorcycle adventure show. It's like, all right, I want to know.
Yeah.
And then she's also been on the Mayans. She was in Breaking Bad, the movie.
That's rad.
Which is pretty damn good sequel.
Yeah.
Sequels usually suck, but that's a great movie. And then also she was on Tosh.0.
Dude.
So Yeah, she knows different levels of comedy and drama, and that's pretty dope.
And she's a friend of Tammy Joe's.
Yep.
So
that was the biggest credit, I think.
Yeah, is the Tammy Joe's friend?
Yeah, the TJD.
Yeah, the TJD is always coming through.
Yeah.
All right, so coming to the couch right now. Please come to the couch, Cody Renee Cameron. Yay!
Woo!
Yay!
Thanks so much for having me.
Dude, thanks so much for coming. I'm so glad you said yes.
It's the best.
First try, too. Normally at the scheduling, it's like, oh, not that date, not that date. You were like, this one, this time, boom.
And it just worked out right
Yeah,
away.
it
It was
did.
obviously meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she brought her own guest.
Yes, this is Chopper.
Chopper is if you're watching and not listening. Wait, the other way around. Listening and not watching. He's freaking adorable. What kind of dog is he?
He's a tiny little black Chihuahua Pomeranian rescue.
He just yawned and my heart just broke. He's
Yeah.
so
So
cute.
And he rides motorcycles.
He does?
Yeah. So he's got doggles and leather jackets, and he rides in a pink backpack
Stop
right here.
it. Oh my God, that's so cute.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
He doesn't look like a motorcycle dog. He looks like, he'd be a little fragile, but I like that he's got a little tough side to him.
Yeah, he's wiry.
He's wiry?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do you put him on the bike?
A backpack with his little head sticking out, and it can go in the front or the back. So
Okay.
depending on the mood, I have
That's
stickers
so
I'll
cool.
give you guys
Yeah,
after the
oh,
show.
hell yeah, I
that's
know.
Aw.
We got to make stickers too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the water bottle.
Oh, yeah, show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you get that out?
That's adorable.
Yeah, you got it? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
freaking adorable. Yeah, I want one of those.
And he's like just cool with having him on. Doesn't like, or is it kind of like
Yeah.
a fussy thing? Or
No,
is
he
it,
just wants to be with me. So whatever I'm
There you
doing,
go.
he's like, all right, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
Such a little sweet baby.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me bring him.
Of course. I'm always, if anyone can bring an animal, I definitely welcome it. So tell me, I did want to hear about your show a little bit. I'm not just saying that because you're on a podcast, but I'm very curious. I am actually curious as opposed to other people when I'm not curious.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
That's the awesome thing about motorcycles is nobody hears like bike and they're like, boo, they're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Even if they don't get it, they think
Mhm.
it's cool, universally. Kind
Definitely.
Of cool. Yeah. So I have a Harley. It's got pink flames on it.
Did you drive it here?
No, I was volunteering in Burbank and I got stuck over there feeding the homeless. And so I rushed over here in my car.
So you're a good person.
Shameless plug for
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
being
How
a
dare you make
philanthropist.
other people feel nice and talk about it? All right, that's just lame. It's like
just lame.
it's like people like name dropping
Mhm.
when you're dropping it's like you're shaming me. It's like shame dropping
Yeah,
now.
shame
It's like
dropping.
all right,
Oh, I like that. Everybody
Yeah.
else around you feels like shit.
but that's cool. So you're doing good deeds.
Mhm.
Yes, so I took the car over here with Chopper, and but yeah, I have 2 motorcycles. I have a dirt bike, so recently got into that.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So fun, and then the Harley, and so we had the pandemic and then all the strikes, and so I had all this free time, and I was like, I really want to do something cool that I wouldn't normally be able to do because we'd be working,
Mhm.
and I decided to ride it across country, and then it felt like it was missing an aspect, so then I decided to do it for charity, and so Chopper was rescued from Bakersfield with 100 other dogs.
Oh,
by,
and if you're in Bakersfield, you definitely need to be rescued.
they don't believe.
Thank you,
I
Alex.
heard it called Baker Tucky.
Yeah, Baker, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes
Sounds right.
sense. Yeah. And so Wagmore Pets goes in and grabbed all the dogs and got them adopted, and Chopper was one of them. And so, yeah, during that time, I was like, how can I give back? And I love him. So
Oh, that's so
we raised a bunch of money for
awesome.
his dog rescue. And then that's how it started. We filmed it. Every day was an episode. And I went and I pitched it to TV networks, and I was so excited. And everyone was like, this sucks. We don't want it. And so I was like, great, I'll put it on YouTube. So that's how I got my own show.
Good
That's
for
so
you.
cool.
Yeah. But yeah, they did the whole thing where they're like, oh, this is fun, but you're not famous enough to have your own show, and you're a woman, so we hate you.
Mhm.
And
Yep, I've heard that before.
go put it on
Yep.
YouTube and ask for sponsorship money. So that's what we did.
And so how long did it take before you it started to pick up?
Well, I don't even know if it's still really picking up,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a year. We just did our second trip. We rode up the California coast to the Bee Brine Preserve, which is an African hoofstock animal conservation
Oh, whoa.
place.
Whoa.
Anyway, you have to go. They do giraffe painting, which sounds crazy, but they have all these African animals, and then they do a lot of medical training so that the veterinarians can check them. And so they've been able to do this thing where the giraffes stick out their tongue for this tennis ball. And originally it's for medical stuff, but now they attach a paintbrush with paint so you can paint with giraffes. It's so wild. It's very like Jurassic Park, but not scary.
Jurassic Park, yes.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
How did you guys not say that already?
Oh my gosh.
I know. Alex is giving me the look, yeah?
That was nice.
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, please do.
We did have
I don't want it anymore.
We had a giraffe at our charity event.
giraffe,
so, yeah,
perfect.
we did.
I love that.
But yeah, so then this year we're raising money for them, and yeah, it's really fun.
That's really cool.
Animals,
and unique.
motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to combine them both together. Like there's very few people can be like, oh, I went giraffe painting. It's like, first of all, what? It's like, oh no, I went painting with a giraffe. You're like, wait, hold on. The giraffe was painting. It's like the story keeps getting more ridiculous.
There's a comedy festival. I think it's called Just for Giraffes.
Just for giraffes.
Yeah,
just for laughs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Your apartment.
I got off topic.
Your apartment manager's calling. This is a live
Is it really?
podcast.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, she is calling. I'm not answering.
There you go.
Fine.
Yeah.
She heard the eviction joke.
She did.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Yes.
oh, nice
Callback.
callback. Boom.
Thank you.
I forgot that we did it. Yeah.
The callbacks I get are just, well, they're usually just the jokes that I talk about again. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
never like the phone call.
No.
We'd love you to come in and say that joke again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, so I wanted to mention this. When Cody and I spoke, it was very briefly through text. I don't know if it's speaking. Can you say speaking when you're
You can
talking?
say speaking.
Reading,
Typing,
yeah. When we
yeah.
were reading each other's words. For some reason, I got her. I think I booked you and another person through Tammy Jo at the same time, and so I thought Cody had like a jaw. Like a lot of people have TMJ, and part of what I do is work out that stuff in the jaw. So I was like, dude, I can totally do that, even though we don't always talk about that, on the podcast. Well, it turns out she's not the one. So, so she was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You can still stick your fingers in my mouth if you want, though.
Oh, that's an interesting. Yeah, I could probably do that. I definitely brought gloves.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to show.
You started using new gloves. I want everybody to know, Nikki, she was always reusing stuff because she has an immigrant
I
background.
just turned them inside out.
And turned them inside.
I'm going to lose my
Get rid
license
of
right now. I
fingerprints.
think they just canceled me, the state board.
You could just put condoms on each of your fingers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. Finger condoms.
Yeah.
I like that.
Finger cots, remember those?
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm
What?
saying like they call them finger cots.
We call them finger condoms in
Oh, really?
California. Yeah.
I thought you said, I thought you were going to say elementary school. And I was like, what? Why would you say that?
Don't
didn't.
ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so today's episode is about, by the way, I should say that, is releasing jaw tension. And we're going to look at two different aspects of it. Mainly, we're going to focus on myofascial release. And that's a more gentle way of...
If I was on a motorcycle, I'd be having jaw and
Oh my
TMJ.
God, that's a really
I
good
would
point.
definitely be like, especially because I'm not used to it. So yeah, I brought it around.
I'd be white knuckling it, like going like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Do you
that
get nervous
happens.
when you're driving?
No, not anymore. In the beginning, for sure. But it's kind of like everything around you slows down when you're doing kind of high adrenaline activities, I think.
So it is high adrenaline for you, though.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What about the you do a lot of dirt biking,
Yeah.
like jumps and things like that?
Yeah. I was in Colorado, like riding around the mountains and yeah, all over.
Dude, where are you going? Sandra just crawled out of the room.
I don't want to bug the thing. Your manager called again. Maybe something's wrong.
All right, just find out. Yeah. Anyways,
Maybe you're booking a really big gig right
I
now.
know through my build. No, it's a building manager.
Oh, building manager. I
Yeah,
hear
no.
manager and I think a booking
I
manager.
wish. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, she's not going to help me at all in this business.
Yeah.
She was on an episode of Laverne and Shirley. I will say that.
Oh,
though.
that's cool.
Yeah, that was in like what 1978.
That sounds right.
What'd she want?
She goes, hold on. Sorry, crossing.
Yeah.
Call please. Printer problem.
Oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
no.
It's always that.
It's like just like she called you 3 times.
911.
Yeah,
printer
911
problem.
printer problem. It's like copy that.
Hey.
Oh, that was good. I missed it.
Boom.
Thank
Paste
you.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So all right. So that's out of the way.
Do you want to call her and talk to her on the podcast?
No.
Okay, good.
Not right now.
It wouldn't be.
She
As,
would be funny, but I just I think it's gonna ruin our flow here.
I got you. Yeah.
Don't you
yeah.
think?
Plus, she's gonna have printers in my head, and I hate printers. I've had one computer and 50 printers. It's not me. It's the printers.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah. Sorry.
You started sweating a little bit. I'm noticing.
Well, I had to walk 5 feet. I had to walk 5 feet, and it just happens. And printers, don't even get me started.
All right, so we're going to talk about some self-massage. If you do tend to get, you seem like a very relaxed person for somebody who's, riding around on motorcycles all the time with your dog.
Yeah.
But that would make me very stressed out. But a lot of people do have like TMJ. They've got the person I spoke to said that she actually had muscle buildup in her jaw. So she had to do Botox. Same like with Sarah Lawrence. She had the same thing. And so I actually work on a few of the people that I brought in. I also have them as clients, and then I get into their mouth and I physically get into the muscles like the masseter, which is your strongest muscle in your body.
Whoa.
So I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
And yeah, so you could probably drag something. Well, I guess if your teeth didn't fall out. But like,
Drag something?
yeah, like I think you can like hang from stuff.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, like I was thinking, like an alligator has like a really like strong bite.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know if they have. Do they have muscle tissue? They must, right?
Alligators?
Yeah.
I guess it's just like different than ours, but yeah, I mean, they also have attitudes. So I
kind
mean,
of dicks.
yeah, really, just shitheads.
Wait, so is this like a genetic thing, or is it from people being stressed? And
That's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that. You know what? It probably could be a genetic thing if somebody's face is sort of, built in a way that like maybe the bones are close to each other, or.
I was gonna say that, or like the fact that like if you're also in the same household, so if there is like that stress and all that kind of stuff,
right,
the whole family might have it, or if it's like eating habits.
Is that epigenetics?
Is that what that is?
I forget what epigenetics is. Like, it's not like through your DNA, but like through your life.
Right. I was gonna say like causation versus correlation.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, nurture, nature, whatever. I liked yours better, but yeah.
Yeah, that made yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you're listening and not watching, you're stupid, because Cody brought it today with the pajama outfit. And I was like, people, a lot of times they forget. And so I'm just like, all right, fuck it. I'm just not going to bother reminding her. She's wearing a hat from Peru. It's turquoise, gorgeous turquoise. It's got little two things like dangling from it.
Tassels from the beanies.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. She's got a bright turquoise jacket on. And I'm assuming that's a bra and underwear?
Yeah. Well, this is what I sleep in. So I was like, I guess I'll wear that.
Pajama.
Oh, wow.
Because I couldn't show up naked. So
no, please. Yeah.
It's like YouTube is just like, you said damn. And they're like, when you show up naked, they're just like,
yeah, you're fine.
They just, you're incinerated. Yeah, exactly. Just put just block out the person.
What's the print on your?
This is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my God, the socks even match.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's from MeUndies.
It's so cute. I love it. Is it comfortable?
Really, it's so soft. Like, it's my favorite.
Well, we're not sponsored by bras, but we can talk about them.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're interested in any of this jaw stuff, but I'm going to show you guys, and I'm talking a little bit about like why and what, and and why we're going to do self massage for some TMJ. TMJ, it's the temporal. I have to look at my notes. This is temporal mandibular disorder joint, like and it's also just TMD is what they call it too. But most people just say it's just TMJ because it's the joint in here, and it can get out of line from tightness and tension going in the wrong ways, and cause swelling, neck pain, headaches, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it sounds painful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's people who are just just white knuckling it, I guess.
I feel like sometimes if I open my mouth too big, I get like a pop. Is that something?
Yes. That's probably that might be like the fascia thing that we're gonna work on.
Okay.
Yeah, she's I don't want to say what
I
she's
also
doing.
think I can fit my fist in my mouth.
You do or
Is
do
that
not?
normal? I can.
Okay. Do you
So
want to try
again? So I was gonna say again, as you mentioned, Nikki, she's a very relaxed person. So that's why it's like that way.
Oh my God. Not threatened at all, by the way. My boyfriend's sitting across from her and she's got her whole fist in her mouth. Perfect.
That's so fucking funny. If you're listening and not watching,
that was amazing.
Cody
actually.
just ate her fist. She ate her hand. She has one hand left now.
Wipe the slobber on my dog.
The dogs love
napkin.
it. That's the best things for pets.
they
They love
it.
your slobber.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
All
So
right,
I think TMJ also, they say the J because it's jaw and that reminds them.
Oh, okay.
TMJ usually like the jaw. So that's
Okay.
yeah.
Frequent gum chewing, things like that. And that's another thing that you could do to help to like, not build up the muscles. And, I'm just going through a few of my notes here. Massaging your face will actually also make you look younger. So it's going to cause more circulation. It's going to stimulate collagen and elastin, facial mobility. You know, everybody's wanting their snatch jaws, you know, these days. Do you watch the TikToks?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But mine's mostly like motorcycles.
Right, exactly. If you put in like jaw snatched like twice, that's all you're going to get.
I feel like mine would give me something dirty if I put that in.
Why is that, Cody?
Well.
That's hilarious. So now when you say facial mobility.
Jaw snatch, yes. Thank you.
Jaw snatch, jaw snatch, baby jaw snatch. When you have facial mobility, does that mean like how much easier your face can move around? like that kind of thing? Or is like if you have like TMJ that you actually have pain moving your
well, you might be locked into a certain facial like position. So when I go in personally, when I go with my hands, I can actually unlock the stuff going on in between the upper and the lower jaw. I have singers that come to me for that reason, so that they can open that area up, you know, more. We carry a lot of stress. I just want to go into this aspect of it, is we carry a lot of our stress, obviously, frustration, anything you can't say, anything that you didn't say, it all goes into here. This is like, and in Chinese medicine, this is a liver point. I'm pointing to my masseter and my jaw. And that's where we store our anger. According to Chinese medicine, we store it into the liver.
Oh, see, I feel like I just say everything all the time.
Well, maybe that's why you don't have a jaw problem.
Maybe that's why.
There's very few people like that. So
yeah, I'm a Sagittarius.
So is he, but he's got the most tight jaw I've ever felt in my life.
I kept things in for a long time.
Yeah.
And there'll be times when we're talking and the conversation's just so tense, you know? and like you're like you know, calm down. You're I can see you clenching your jaw.
I can see it like pulsating right here. Like
but when I'm doing it, I'm like, my mouth is like open. I'm like, wow, am I just like subconsciously or unconsciously doing this?
Yeah.
And I guess that becomes my baseline then.
Right.
So I wouldn't know if it was locked or not, but yeah, I definitely, when I chew gum for a while, like, you know, for like half a day, it'll start to hurt.
You really?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get headaches from it sometimes too.
Yeah, it goes down my neck, up my ears to my head. But when you've done that buccal massage, I haven't had headaches for like months at a time.
Yeah. I got to work on you some more, actually.
You really do. I keep telling my publicist.
I do it for a living, so it's like he's the last person that gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's cool though. I get it.
It's a good thing I'm not a prostitute.
I know that would suck.
You'd be the last one on the list.
Yeah, I think in any situation you don't want to be the last person.
That's true. Yeah,
whether it's
sloppy hundredths.
Yeah. And my girlfriend's really good.
Yeah,
you know, that's the thing. Yeah.
So it can also it can release the jaw. What was I going to say?
From your face?
Double chin stuff as well.
Oh,
because if your face is in the wrong position, you're not able to like keep your tongue in the right position. You don't have that issue at all. You have a very strong jaw line and like, you know, the snatchness. I'm not going to ask how old you are, but yeah, she looks very young and she has a very young facial line and it looks natural.
If you're listening and not watching, Nikki just gave our guest a compliment.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her for some favors later.
Yeah.
So, and so, apparently treating TMJ can also help tinnitus. And I didn't know this.
I have ringing in my ears. Like, yeah, it's always there.
Going on?
Honestly, I can't remember a time when it wasn't. At least 20 years, something like that.
Like all the time?
It's just all the time. There's just like a ringing. Like if it's complete silence, then I'll still hear like a.
Oh, that's so weird.
I don't know if it's like just listening to like music that had too many highs, like treble and whatnot. I mean, I had music allowed in the car, but it was typically like bass, you know?
Yeah.
So,
over time, though, it's like anything else. It takes like 30 years for your body to just, you know, show like if any sunburn you've had in your life, you're not probably old enough to get the barnacles yet, but eventually they will come out. There's no free lunch with the body.
Skin barnacles. Yeah. Like a pirate. You're going to get skin barnacles.
But yeah, and the same with the hearing thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I do, if, you know, like loud, like tools and stuff like that, I've been around. I don't ever like cover my ears or use any ear protection. Now I do. Mm-hmm. Now I use that and also like the mask and like, just because I don't want to breathe that stuff in, but also, you know, the ears, they're bad. It's bad.
The ears are bad.
I just figured I'd end that conversation like a little kid. Yeah. I realized I was rambling and I was like, the ears are bad. So yeah, it made sense.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
As long as you feel like it did. That's
I
fine with me.
don't feel anything.
Yeah. How are you doing over there?
So good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I like to check in with the guests
I'm
every
learning
once in a while.
so much.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing that people say on the podcast, other than I'm going to subscribe to it.
I'm already a subscriber, so you
You
got
are?
me. Yeah, you got me.
Oh my God.
I saw
love
Tammy
that about
Joe's
you.
episode, and I was like, this is actually really good.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I like-
And then I saw some of the clips on the Instagram,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, I love this.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
look really good. You're going to look so cute with your hat, too.
Thanks.
I'm so excited.
Thanks. I was having a bad hair day, so I was like, we'll just throw a hat on.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what
I
the
love a
artist
hat.
does. The artist adapts.
Mhm.
Like you did the same thing too.
I gave myself a haircut today, actually.
You're cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's it in the back? Is it
Good.
pretty straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Was
nice.
it long before?
It was like down to my. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be wild. I would be in tears for you. That's like emotional.
Yeah, I know. No, not at all. It was like probably a half an inch, but I like to keep it, blunt when I'm wearing it down. So then I do it on the same day when I'm going to shoot something because then it looks really blunt.
Yeah.
Flat iron. Do you flat iron your hair? ever?
No, I just have naturally curly hair. I just scrunch it. and
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
I'm a total tomboy, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should have guessed that. You're on the motorcycles.
Yeah. Sometimes I get my nails done though before I go to events because I film, I make content,
Mhm.
and because you're not right now, don't look at them.
Oh,
Don't look at them.
I like the way they look. Yeah.
But I do a lot of close-ups where I'm like working on things,
Mhm.
and so I'll go get a mani-pedi before I go like live in the desert for a week or whatever,
Oh,
and then it's really
yeah.
funny being around dudes and having these hot pink nails with little like light like neon lightning bolts on them and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's
You
kinda
go in the
fun.
desert and you stay out there?
I do a lot of like adventure bike campouts and stuff. So yeah,
God.
my first one was actually in Moab 6 months ago. I was supposed to go with the guy, and he had the dirt bike and the van and all the things, and I was just getting into it. The dirt bike's been doing motorcycles for a long time.
Yeah.
But we broke up, and I was like, well, I'm still going to go to this thing. So I rented a truck, I rented a dirt bike, and I drove to Moab by myself.
Girl, I
to-
love you.
to-
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Good
to
for
meet up
you.
with
That's
300
cool.
other adventure bikers, and I just made friends from there. And then I went and got my own bike and stuff. But that was my first time, and yeah, I had my nails done.
I want to do that. I'm so afraid of motorcycles that I will never do it. But
You can ride on the back with me.
okay,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, dude, I would totally want to do that. That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. We can get you a cute helmet.
Oh yeah.
You'd look
Yeah.
good. You'd look good on a bike for sure.
I had a dirt bike for a little while. We would go to Gorman.
Yeah.
You know where that is?
Yes.
And I would go, but like my bike was probably not suited for me. And I didn't know what I was doing. And they were basically just like, my boyfriend and his brother were just like, all right, see ya. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, honestly, I was just like, you have to shift the gears. And I felt, sometimes I'm going too fast. Sometimes I'm going so slow, I fall over. So it takes a little practice, I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely. You are using all of your appendages to do different things. And a lot of times for petite females, it's like you can't touch the ground.
Exactly. That's really scary for me.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'2".
I'm saying 5'2". Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you touch the ground on your bike?
I had to get both of them lowered, and on my dirt bike, I'm tiptoed on one side. So you kind of like scoot your butt off to like let one foot drop, which makes it a lot more challenging.
It is.
Yeah.
And you have to be moving in order to feel like you're not going to fall off the bike.
Yeah. And then when you're on a slant, you actually lose that, especially if you're trying to like turn around. Now all of a sudden you can't touch. So it's aggressive.
Yeah, this guy, you have to kind of, it's like I think you have to, I guess it forces you to be present. Like you can't just daydream.
No.
No, you have to be on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you develop this hyper awareness of your surroundings. And yeah, like if I'm going to turn around, I have to pre-think that because I can get stuck really easily. And
God.
especially if I'm out there by myself, it's like, what do you do? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to like move through like stuff like going like fast, not faster, but like like when you're with traffic, you have to pay attention to everybody. You have to go at their speed. So everything's coming at you or you're going along with it depending on how you're looking at it. And it's just nice to be able to be like, man, I can't believe that I could maneuver all this stuff at this high speed. So it's kind of nice to like have that. And you're like, oh, if I'm capable of doing that, I can do more. It's like challenging yourself with all these different plates you can spin. So I think that's pretty cool. I could never get the shifting done on a motorcycle, but I didn't try very hard.
Oh, yeah.
But I always found it so cool to be able to just kind of zip around and do your thing. Yeah.
I can't remember if I had a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke. That's as much as I know about motorcycles.
Yeah, that's good though. Yeah.
Something. I had one of them.
Yeah. You had 2 wheels.
I did. I got 2
Yeah.
wheels. Yeah, I wish I had 3 actually. That would have been a lot more helpful. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was harrowing, but you're saying that you like the adrenaline, which does keep you present because you, like you were saying, I feel like when I'm having an adrenaline moment, things are moving slowly, right?
Yeah, everything slows down for sure. And I'm one of those people, I never feel like I'm doing enough, you know? So I like to keep challenging myself. And with bikes, you could always be doing that. You can always push the limits.
Like, what could you do more?
I could work more. I could volunteer more. I could be
okay.
cooler.
I thought you meant
all
like
that
faster,
stuff.
like tricks or something like that.
Well, yeah, I'm working on my wheelies and stuff, but yeah.
Dude, I want to see you do a wheelie. That's amazing.
I can do it on the dirt bike, not on the Harley, but there's a stunt group called Delacrue, and it's an all-female stunt team. And they've now got this contraption that they built that's like a metal circle around the bike, and they like go forward and flip the bike over on the circle.
Whoa.
Like you've seen like acrobatics do it, you know, where they're all stretched out, like rolling around. Yeah. They're on motorcycles doing it.
Like a hamster wheel on a bike.
Yes. It's so badass.
And you're going to do that?
No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
But there's just endless possibilities, right?
Oh my God. Yeah. That's insane. I don't think I could even get to that point.
Ingenuity. Just the fact to flip that around. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
like
really
how do you even think about that and then engineer it yourself and then the first person to practice it, right? You're like, I don't know if this is going to work.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So we're talking very quickly, but I wanted to show you. It's kind of relaxing. So I hope this isn't nobody's falling asleep. But it's a pretty simple myofascial release. So we have fascia in the face. We have fascia all over our body. It basically surrounds our muscle. It doesn't encase all of our facial muscles, but basically on the body, it encases those. You know about fascia kind of a little bit?
No.
Okay. So it's like a webbing almost.
Okay.
And so over time it can get adhesions, which make it stick down. That will it will make you like you'll get knots like in your body. Like,
okay. I feel that.
You feel that? Yeah, exactly. And that's some of that is fascia, like getting stuck or getting bunched up. And so when it's too tight or whatever, it will, you can actually just help to release it, but it's a very slow process. And it's not, because the fascia is right underneath the skin. So you've got your skin, you got your lymph system, and then you got your fascia and then your muscles. And so, I don't know why I said all four of those things, but the fascia is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's like pantyhose, right? And everything, this is just off topic sort of, but all the fascia is really connected through the whole body.
Ah.
So what was the one we were doing? It was, okay. So if you do, Kegels, however you say it.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing them right now.
You are, yeah.
Quagles.
Yeah.
If the Three Stooges called them Quagles.
I think it's also connected to your jaw, right?
Oh, is that the one where you're, yeah.
Right. So now put your fingers on your jaw, just very lightly.
Okay.
Do the Kegels and see if you feel a slight pulse, just a slight.
You can also
there
feel
it is.
Under you can feel under here too.
That just gave me goosebumps. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So this connected to this.
Oh.
So when we have a lot of pelvic tension as well, it's usually because we're like, oh my God, please don't hurt me. And so it's all connected.
Ooh, it's like when dogs bark and their butthole clenches.
Exactly like that.
When you're looking for analogies,
yes.
or like, that's the one, or like, that's a perfect comparison.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, always refer to the dog's butthole.
Yeah, I love that.
They just wink at you, just woof.
Yeah. I noticed that, like, when they say, like, if you're going to build muscle, it's good to stretch your muscles because you're also stretching the fascia, which basically just giving you a little more room to have the muscle build and repair
exactly.
to get bigger, or
you can get more circulation that way. Yeah, stretching is super important for that reason too, like he's saying. And
but you break down the fascia, or like you break it up with like the massage, right?
I do. I break it up with the massage. Yeah, I do. I'm going more for the muscle, but I think just as a consequence of that, what I'm doing is a little more aggressive. I'm demonstrating on air right now, but and it will sort of move the fascia around. But the one that I'm going to show you is like super gentle, and you can do it yourself. But you have to remember it's very slow because the fascia is right under the skin, and it's like this whole area has like a sheet right here. So if you guys want to try it with me really fast, it increases the blood flow, it smooths out the tissue. When you get like emotionally stressed out, you can do this. So put your fingers like right at right at your jaw, right? And just kind of let them sit there, right? So you're not using any oil. And then maybe just like push slightly up. And you're just going to let it go slow. And this is not good radio. But
if you're listening and not watching, I think you should just get a television. Radio has been dead for a long time. So
now your fingers should be like gradually on their own, sort of just like by nature of the movement under your skin and a little bit of facial oil that you might have, coming out. Yeah, so you're doing it. Let me see you. No, you're doing it way too hard.
Yeah,
too
before
hard?
I was like a chipmunk, and now it's gentler.
Yeah, it's way gentle.
So
Sandra's doing it way too hard.
I am?
Yeah, here.
Overachievers over here.
I know.
Wait, what am I doing?
Okay, so put your fingers
Like right here?
Sorry, crossing.
Okay.
So this is about the pressure you put, like that, right? And then you're just gonna go up like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nikki also helps me eat.
You want me to do it to you too?
Yeah.
Okay. So put my hands on backwards.
So if you're listening and
This
not
is
watching,
about
Nikki's in front of the camera
pressure, like right
and she's showing the guest how to do the exercise.
and then it just keeps climbing up.
Yep.
Do you see what I mean? Just very gradual.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it better to do without oil?
Yes, this
Okay,
one is
'cause
actually better to do without
Okay.
oil. Yeah.
Is this where all the I know when the jade rolly things got really big? Is that similar? Is that different? Or the rocks? People do rocks?
Oh, the gua sha? Those
don't-
things do help to smooth out the fascia. I think it's also more for lymphatic drainage.
That sounds more right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if your fascia's messed up, it's going to block lymph in circulation. So it all goes together.
You know, I had a lot of problem with fascia were fascists. So hardcore.
I thought they
Every
They're
time you
just so
say it, I do
tense.
think of Nazis.
The-
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, so why are we talking about the SS?
Yeah.
Which also shows how poor the science education system is in the United States. You're
yeah,
talking
exactly,
about
yeah.
the
Yeah,
4
yeah.
layers of skin. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they didn't teach any of that.
No.
Yeah, even in state board, they don't teach you that really.
Oh.
I mean, they might have for like 1 second, but
I'm from Southern Illinois, and they literally don't teach you geography because they're like, you're never leaving. You don't need to know this. I'm like, okay.
They didn't teach you about Bakersfield?
No.
Thank God. So I think that was basically the same way. Here's the other one you want to do. So put your fingers in the same place where they were, gently, and then go up right between where your upper and lower jaw meet, right?
Okay.
And then open very slowly, and then close very slowly. And you will do that, you probably do that for like 2-3 minutes. It's kind of relaxing too. I'm starting to get sleepy.
This feels like the start to an OnlyFans video.
Wait. Whatever, dude. If I can get in on that, you let me know. What, this is the direction that someone's going to tell you to do?
This is the beginning. We'll see where it
Cody,
goes.
Cody, release your fascia. $1,000.
When I count to 10,
Yes.
release your fascia.
Oh, I like
10,
that.
It's like hypnosis.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the bass drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting sleepy from my own
I
thing.
know. So
Yeah.
you went. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So that's an easy thing that you can do. If you actually have jaw issues, then this is probably better for you than it is for Cody, because she doesn't seem to have those ishes.
But these could also help to relax and prevent any.
Sure, absolutely.
Because jaw issues, it doesn't have an age. Anybody can have jaw issues.
That's true.
Sorry, I'm getting choked up talking about the jaw.
I know your eyes got watery for some reason.
Well,
What happened?
I don't know. I started coughing a lot, and that makes me really emotional. And so I started crying because I was coughing a lot.
Why are you coughing?
I just had a little tickle. Allergies this time of year
Oh, that's
make me
true,
really
yeah.
sad.
Yeah, you make you really
It's so
sad.
windy. Everything is just the dust in
Mhm.
the
God, it
air.
really is. Do you get allergies?
No, I feel like I don't get any of the bad stuff.
Fuck you. No, just kidding.
But that's hilarious that you're like, but sympathizing,
Yeah.
or you're like, oh, but it is, yeah, the wind is blowing up stuff, so that's good.
Hey, Alex, can we bleep out the F word that I just dropped there? Because I want to make sure YouTube does that does matter with YouTube, huh?
Yeah, we
I
did a
know.
lot.
I forget.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
I gotta
like.
look at the time codes the next time I say the F word.
I think it's okay if it's like occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
It's not like
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing is about.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
hmm
I just felt relaxed, so just the
Good.
F bomb slides
Yeah.
out. But yeah, you don't have anything. You don't.
Just perfect.
Just
No.
perfect. Yep, you are perfect. Have you done shows with Tammy, by the way?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I did the Comedy Store
Oh my God.
forever ago.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then that was like 8 years ago, maybe. And then we just got reunited. We ran into each other.
God.
That's so cool.
I wonder if we were on some of the same shows because I host for her a lot.
Your name was so familiar. And I have other friends in the comedy circle and I had done other things. So yeah, I was like thinking that on the drive over here. I was like, I know you for sure.
Yeah. It's Nikki Davis Miller is what I used to go by. But then that was my married name. And then Tammy decided because it sounds like Sammy Davis Jr. to call me Nikki Davis Jr.
Yeah. No, actually, Nikki Davis Jr. is what sounds familiar to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hosted.
How long has that been?
What, like a year?
Oh,
The most?
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
There better not be another Nikki Davis Jr.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna make that person a senior.
Why are your eyes watery?
I get really I get touched by like talking about comedy.
A lot going on over
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot happening. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. How did you meet Tammy, by the way?
I think just doing the comedy circuit. I think
Okay.
somebody put me in touch with her. She was doing bitch comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love
The
that
Comedy
show.
Store. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really fun.
I love
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, I hope we do a show together.
I don't really do it anymore.
You're not?
I didn't love it.
Oh.
I didn't love it. I mean, it was a while ago, so no. You know, I prefer scripted
Mm-hmm.
over live, and then I thought that the comedy world was just brutal in terms of being like a young, attractive female. I found that. And like, it's what you're putting out there too. Like at the time I was drinking a lot and I was partying a lot and I was a different person, but I just found that the energy that I was attracting was like, people hate you. And then you have to prove to them that you're
On the
funny
other side,
and
yeah.
that
Yeah.
you're worthy.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and you get it a little bit too as like a young actress walking onto set. Everyone's like, who do you know or whatever. But then you get to like, you know, show your talent off a little bit. But with stunts or like motorcycle riding, you get this respect already, and I
Mhm.
really like that, so that's why I gravitated more to doing a
Interesting.
motorcycle show.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but so I have the utmost respect for people, young women doing comedy.
I'm just trying to prove to them I'm pretty. I'm like, please, you guys, I swear to God, I'm pretty.
That's hilarious.
I made myself laugh.
It's interesting.
You're pretty and funny and
Thank you.
perfect.
Oh God. What'd you say?
I was gonna say it's interesting because like there's times when like comedy meant so much more to me,
Mhm.
and I was in the moment where I was like, you know, like I don't know if I could do this, or it was just kind of cutthroat, or people weren't super nice and everything, and then I kind of just stopped caring so much about them. It just happened to be that way because if I tried to, I would just get obsessed about it. So now it's not even something I hold like to. The opinions of others are kind of like whatever.
That's the biggest lesson you have. To
That's
learn
the
from
biggest,
whole
but
thing.
like you went to like, and you gravitated towards a motorcycle, like, you know, and doing other stuff and doing things that like you felt like more like empowering. First off, people gave you credit for, which was so cool. Cause then when I do stuff like that, then it brings it around. Then I'm like, oh, comedy's kind of whatever. And cause you're very funny. So I see it like, you're like, oh no, we'll just throw stuff out. When it
Yeah.
becomes like not your main goal or your main thing, it comes out easier and it's not your main focus. Like you have like more perspective on it.
That's true. I know
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of the energy too, right? Is people are like, I'm trying to be funny, and you're like, the moment you're trying, you're not anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, just I would go to shows, and it's like the other comedians didn't respect any of the other comedians. Like no one listened to each other. Nobody laughed.
Yeah. On their phones the whole time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, I find the Harley culture can be a little that way where people are like snotty, but the
Mhm.
adventure bike culture is very much like, let's help each other out because I was where you were at one point. And so I just
Yeah.
really am so drawn to like that energy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are there
Yeah.
a lot of women in what you're doing?
No, there are very few, even the women that, so it's so much harder as a woman too, because you want to go to a week-long adventure camp out. Well, okay, do you have kids?
Mhm.
Because then that becomes a thing, right?
Right.
Or like, do you have a job? Like all it's a lot of like 6-year-old white dudes is who I'm hanging out with.
60-year-old?
6-year-old white
Oh,
dudes
yeah.
because they're the retired ones with money who
Right.
can
Oh.
have a week
Right.
off work to go do this adventure and have the expensive bike. And it's a really expensive,
Oh,
time-consuming
right.
thing
Yeah.
that you also had to have done a lot already. It's not like you can be new and go do these things. You had to have
Right.
put in the work. And so, I'm like definitely a huge minority in the space, which I think is another reason why they've been so welcoming because they want more of that energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really interesting.
You can draw more attention to it. Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I was going to draw more attention to it. You get out of your comfort zone because now it's like, well, I'm not usually around this type of people or however it is, like this age group or age range or like demographic, whatever it is. Like, but you're just like now you're getting that experience and you're like, okay, cool. And then this becomes like a normal thing. It's cool to conquer those little, because I have like a lot of social anxieties as well. And I know Nikki and I, we'll kind of talk about that. Because you have a little, you're not socially anxious, but you're definitely aware.
I used to hide in the bathroom at the Comedy Store. For
why.
at least a couple of years, I used to hide in the main room bathroom. That big bathroom back there with the sofas, and it was really nice to just lay down there and hide from everybody.
Yeah, I would text you. I'm like, where are you? Like in the bathroom. I'm like, what are you? Like, and then I wouldn't see you for like 15 minutes. Like, what are you in the bathroom? And then I realized, there's a couch.
I don't want to talk to anybody because the people back then it was a little bit more. When you were probably hanging around at the store, I think the vibe was a little more. What do you call it? Negative? Or?
I'd say it's a little bit, well, just generally more negative. I think now it's a bit more supportive.
Now it's a little more
and there's
supportive.
There's just a different type of like mindset at the store, especially because the jobs are very coveted. Like it always has been, but like now it's like even more so. It's like, it's so cool to be around that energy in there now. It's different.
Oh, good.
It feels
I
good.
love
Yeah.
hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like to go there because I would, you get harassed too.
Yes. All the things. Even I was a big bathroom hanger outer, and like especially at a club, like I would go hang out with the staff in the bathroom because to me they were cooler. Like I want to hang out with like Jose in the bathroom, not all the cool kids with the bottle service like trying to screw each other. You
want to hang out with the guy with the mouthwash in the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. The best, and I remember back then, the best drugs was always the people that weren't at the club trying to get bottle service and all that kind of stuff. It was a staff that was like, man, we got to deal with these assholes. And so they would have all the good shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you coughing?
I was about to.
That's so
Can you
unprofessional.
keep talking while I cough?
Okay, yeah. So America was started when people had greed. Okay, so you ready?
Okay, no,
okay,
I'm good. I'm back. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Well, I was kind of hoping to do shows with you and stuff like that. You should just come and just do one just for fun.
Yeah, I mean, I give into peer pressure really easily.
Oh, good.
So if
Okay,
you
that's
ask
good to
me
know.
3
Yeah.
times, I'll be there.
She just starts a
good.
new career. Like somebody just told me I should do it like twice, and I just started. Here I am, 10 years later.
Oh, I want to ask you this before we wrap up. Do you do stunts like on TV stunts?
Yeah, I've done a lot of indie stunt stuff. So one of my favorite things is getting lit on fire.
Oh my God.
That's
amazing.
I
whoa.
love that. And then I double for girls on bikes or horses or like basic fight choreography or the wire work and stuff.
Oh, so that's really cool. So you double for like project, like on like movies and like shows and stuff like that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said horses as well, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that like? Well, I mean, you're obviously on. The horse is like a motorcycle, I guess. Everybody knows that. But I mean, like, is it like one that you're like, oh, well, this is kind of like riding a horse, or is this kind of like riding a motorcycle? Is there one that you did before the other that?
I started riding motorcycles first.
Okay.
And then, a lot of times with stunt jobs, it's just like, can you do this thing? And you just say yes.
Yeah.
And then you
Even with stunt
figure it
jobs,
out.
yeah.
Because who's like, nobody's ever been lit on fire before they've been lit on fire for something.
course.
Probably,
Right, yeah.
So you just say yes to everything and then figure it out.
Like, sorry, I lost the footage, but yes, you have to trust me. I was on
Yeah,
fire on a bike
exactly.
before.
And then a lot of times, the people around you have done it, but then sometimes everyone else is just like, no, man, I don't know. You're gonna have to figure that one out yourself. And you're like,
Oh,
okay,
shit.
great.
Oh wow,
My God.
that's cool though.
But yeah.
That's
But
pretty
more
badass.
than comedy, I really love hosting. So like hosting a show would
Okay.
be really fun.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
I bring up the comedians and
Yeah.
let you guys be funny.
You are the only two people, and Nikki's a very good host, that like hosting.
I love hosting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
so
like it's
funny.
my party. Like,
Yes.
You
And
feel
I
that
love
too?
making people feel good. So
Yeah.
like give me your bio. Let me introduce you. Like let me praise
okay.
you.
I
you
don't do
know?
that part. The comics can take care of themselves. It's the audience I'm concerned
Yeah, yeah.
about.
Oh, yeah, also the audience.
But they probably love you for that reason, though, that you're actually like they interested in what the comics do outside of the show that you're doing right
Makes
now.
people feel special.
It does.
You make the audience feel special. You ask for their credits. Why can you be here? I like that.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna cough again. Well, this has been so fun. I just want to say thank you so much for coming, and I got to really. I know so much about someone that I had no idea. I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I just didn't know.
That's the weird thing about especially comedy. I think anything you do where you blend a lot of people that might not have never met before, but they're there for a specific reason. We could have all been in the same room, like just with our backs turned to each other, and so many different shows or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like that kind of thing where like if you have that footage, you're like, oh no, you guys were always in the same room. It's like, oh, nice to meet you. A little while you're just passing somebody right by.
And then their paths just crossed.
Yeah.
And now here you are.
Yeah, I think they should invent an app like that. You know how they did with COVID, people you come in contact to, but you can
that's
see
right.
your whole life, like every time you were in the same room. That'd be so cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. You'd be like, no, we've been in the same 5 feet, 5 square feet 3 times in my life. It's like, oh, I've never even seen your face.
Like, how many times were you in the same room with your soulmate?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, all myself.
Yeah.
Still looking.
All right. Well,
Is there anything you'd like to kind of plug or talk about before? And then we'll get your social media deets as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the Iron Pony Show is my motorcycle adventure series. It's on YouTube. If you just search Iron Pony Show, it'll pop up. And I'm the creator and host of that, and that's my passion. That's what I love to do.
That's so cool.
We cover a lot of charity events and stuff too, and then we run our own every year. So it's good for the community, it's good for us, and hopefully you're entertained by it.
that's rad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna subscribe for sure.
thank you.
Yeah.
And then you can find me on all the social medias at Hey It's Code E, CODEE.
CODEE. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
I like that. It's code
Mm-hmm.
E. Code.
Code E.
That's actually
Double.
so I
Yeah.
had this like rap album before, and they like gave me the name Code E, and the idea was a play on like ecstasy, like make you feel good, like Code Red, Code E.
Yeah.
And then when you like just put it on Instagram all lowercase, it just people are like, oh, you spell your name with 2 E's, and I'm like, oh, I don't. This is so confusing for SEO.
You need a hyphen in there or something.
Yeah, hyphen would have been good. Yeah, but anyway, that's it.
That's cool.
You're like an onion. We're gonna have you back for sure.
Yeah.
Every second that we're saying goodbye to her, she tells us another thing. She's like, oh yeah, and I was a rapper, and I work on stilts.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
On fire.
But thank you guys so much for having me.
It was
Thank
my
you. It was a
pleasure.
blast.
Yeah, we really had a good time.
It's always fun to riff.
For you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you had fun
Yeah.
too. All right, well, so this will be out actually, since I don't have any in the can, this will be out next week, Wednesday at 3 a.m.
Nikki, you have everything in the can.
That's true. I don't know what that
ow.
means.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what it means.
I'm not sure what it means, but just don't think about it too much.
Okay, I won't. So we'll see you next week, and take care. Bye.
Bye.